Tonight, a spike in COVID cases shuts down the Blackfeet Reservation. We'll explain.
Plus, private music teachers are singing the blues as financial troubles sink in.
And later, our Tom Wiley is helping to celebrate Special Olympics Montana with their socially distanced awards ceremony. Thanks for making KRTV a part of your evening. I'm Tim McGonigal.
And I'm Hallie Schwinnard. First tonight, an emergency meeting today sends the Blackfeet Reservation into a 14-day mandatory shutdown. That shutdown will begin this Sunday at midnight. They decided to wait until Sunday to give everyone on the reservation a chance to get supplies. The shutdown was based upon the recommendation by tribal public health officials, noting that for every 2 tests, 1 is positive. According to tribal officials, there are 83 active cases and a few hundred people already on quarantine. Law enforcement will be out in full force to cite and fine individuals not complying with this shutdown.
New information tonight in the COVID-19 situation at the Lewis and Clark County Detention Center. County authorities confirmed their first COVID-19 case inside the detention center. Sheriff Leo Dutton says a county detention officer tested positive Tuesday after reporting symptoms. Since then, all detention center staff and a majority of inmates have been tested. On Wednesday, results showed 1 inmate had tested positive. Dutton says they have placed everyone in that inmate's pod on quarantine for the next 14 days. And if you recall, we got an update from Sheriff Slaughter on the Cascade County Detention Center this week as well. They are reporting 68 active cases. 41 of those positive cases are in the county jail. 27 positives are in the state prison side. Health officials in Roosevelt County are busy dealing with an onslaught of new COVID-19 cases. A post to Facebook earlier today confirmed 43 more cases overnight in the county. In all, there are 171 active cases compared to 67 last week. Officials said they're looking into a number of factors that could be behind the increased numbers. MTN News first reported on COVID-19 in Roosevelt County earlier this month after Wolf Point schools closed for cleaning following a positive student case. Recently, both Malta and Fairfield Public Schools canceled games scheduled at Wolf Point after consulting with health officials. Roosevelt County is now the 4th highest in the state for cases, behind Yellowstone, Flathead, and Cascade counties.
For the 3rd time in less than a week, Montana is reporting a daily record for positive COVID-19 cases. Today's report from the governor's coronavirus task force shows 333 positive cases. It breaks the single-day record of 293 set last Friday. To date, Montana has seen almost 11,500 cases, with more than 2,500 active. 165 people have died, nearly 8,800 have recovered, and 128 are currently hospitalized. One of the ways we're tracking the increases in cases is through the overall positivity rate in COVID-19 tests. This is a percentage of positive cases in each new batch of tests, and the percentage of positive results has been rising from about 2.5% on August 1st to almost 3.5% today. According to the Johns Hopkins Schools of Public Health, the percentage of positive cases is important because it can indicate how widespread the virus is in an area and whether levels of testing are keeping up with the spread of the disease.
Well, the coronavirus is also having an impact on private music teachers in Great Falls. They're seeing less students sign up for classes during the pandemic. MTN's Zach Shermley shows us how they're faring.
Judy Odell doesn't normally do piano lessons over Zoom.
There you are.
But there's nothing normal about living in a pandemic.
You're muted. You have to unmute.
She's one of many private piano teachers in Great Falls who's had to adapt to the realities of the pandemic.
With 6 feet apart and hand washing.
Many private piano teachers have seen drops in student enrollment, and families don't have the extra cash to pay for lessons.
It's a whole new world.
Carla Bell being extra cautious during her piano classes.
I have used the face shield. Well, it works really great because you can interact easily, you can talk easily.
Throughout the pandemic, she's kept in touch with her students.
And just go for it and deal with the mistakes after it's done.
Something they say they're grateful for.
To think about everything that's going on, you can just focus on your music.
Music is so important right now for so many people.
So much. It very much is.
Even over Zoom, music is helping kids through these troubling times.
I definitely feel like it's given me kind of an outlet my creative energies. It's something I really enjoy. I've always enjoyed it.
I think it speaks to the expression of the emotion and the ability to lose yourself in music and have all the problems of the world drop away.
It's good for the soul.
In Great Falls, Zach Shermley, MTN News.
Both teachers are gearing up for the annual Montana Music Teachers Association convention. This year it will be held over Zoom, and a big focus will be helping teachers with new technology.
The Great Falls Public Library is trying to entice people to respond to the U.S. Census if they haven't already. This week and next week, the library bookmobile will be at different locations in Cascade County offering prizes like wireless headphones and wireless speakers for people who fill out a census form. The deadline to respond to the census is September 30th. Today, the bus was in Belt, and they've already visited several other small towns.
Got to see about 8 people there and got a couple of them to fill out the census, so it was kind of nice to get out in the smaller communities. For us, it's about getting the numbers so we can get a representative back in office so that we can get the support for Montana that we need to.
Where the bus will be next or how to respond to the census online, check out this story on our website.
Fundraising for the two candidates in the running for Montana's top law enforcement officer is pouring in as voters decide who will be the next Attorney General in just over a month. The race is seeing money from political action committees and donors from around the nation. But one candidate is leading in the latest fundraising numbers. Democrat Rafe Graybill raised $111,000 from August 16th through September 15th. That's for a total of $614,000 raised to date. Graybill's campaign has seen $17,000 from political action committees. Republican Austin Knutson raised $72,500 from August to September 15th for a total of $361,000. He spent $16,000 compared to Graybill's $65,000 for the period. The Republican has seen about $23,000 from political action committees. Much cooler temperatures outside today. More of the same expected for tomorrow. Here's MTN's Elizabeth Copeland with a first look at the forecast.
Cold front has moved through, bringing showers, windy conditions, and much cooler air to north central and northeast Montana. The capital city even seeing a few light showers within just the last hour or so. That band of thicker clouds is moving off to the east, and we're actually seeing a little more sunshine across the Rocky Mountain front than we did this morning. So there are some chances to see some drier air move in tonight through tomorrow morning, but then things are going to change once again. So out there, even across our Opportunity Bank ICANN, between those isolated showers, some blue skies showing off across the capital city. So we're going to still see this trend really as the sun sets tonight. Clouds move back in though, and then we're going to see that rain move back in as well. So tonight we're going to have a lot more of those showers in the forecast. Friday, Saturday still remaining in the forecast as well before we dry out on Sunday. So we're still going to have those showers in the forecast, not only to end the week, but to begin our weekend. We're looking dry and cooler through the end of the weekend, and we'll have more on when those showers return for Friday coming up shortly.
Well, it has been a strange year for sports, and that includes Special Olympics Montana. Our Tom Wiley is standing by live at Lions Park with some athletes who, like always, are making the best of their situation. Tom?
Hey, thanks, Tim. You know, COVID-19 has altered a lot of the schedule, the annual events for Montana Special Olympics. The state summer games set for the last year in Great Falls moved to a virtual format. They always have a basketball tournament in the fall. It was going to be scheduled in November in Butte, but that had to get altered as well. So what they did is what they called a fall basketball challenge. It started in August. Results were due last week, final scores. And today, as you can hear, we are celebrating these athletes with a socially distanced award ceremonies. Everyone's got masks. Everyone's gotten their temperature checked. And this, I have the pleasure of introducing Nick Roberts. He's been a Montana Athlete of the Year. He's just an all-around great athlete. Nick, can you tell us how basketball's gone this fall?
Well, you know, it's been pretty good. Doing all the skills and stuff is pretty good there, Tom.
I see. Now, Nick, was it been kind of disappointing not being able to see your friends and compete like you normally would?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? So is this kind of a cool event to be able to see everyone again and celebrate and cheer on your teammates?
Yeah, definitely.
I see, man. I see. Now, what kind of things were you guys doing in this fall basketball challenge?
Oh, we did like passing and shooting and maneuvering with the ball, so yeah.
All right, man. And are you pretty excited to get that medal around your neck? We have law enforcement officers here representing the law enforcement torch run. They're handing out ribbons and medals. How excited are you for this, Nick?
It's awesome.
It is awesome. Nick is awesome. One of the coolest guys I know. We're going to go celebrate these athletes getting their award. That's Jenna Lawson. One at a time on the podium we're doing this year. She's getting a first place trophy. We'll have more tonight at 10, but for now, reporting from Lions Park, Tom Wiley. Thank you, Nick Roberts.
You bet.
MTN News, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, guys. Coming up, completing a piece of history at the Montana Military Museum. Details are next.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Welcome back. The Montana Military Museum says they can now complete the story of historic Montana military units with the acquisition of some firearms. The National Center for Unwanted Firearms donated the firearms to the museum today. Now, these firearms are relevant to Montana's military history. The museum says visitors will be able to see a more complete picture of historic Montana military units, such as the 1st Special Service Force and the 163rd Infantry Regiment. These firearms include a 1941 Johnson light machine gun. Museum directors say they've been looking for this firearm ever since the museum opened.
Very excited that we were able to get something that was so rare, and it completes the 1st Special Service Force story in great detail, because we've never been able to show that weapon. Everybody asks about it. What does that mean? Everybody reads it in the text.
The museum is working on finding a permanent display at the museum, but will still showcase the firearms to visitors.
A new piece of artwork is now displayed on the River's Edge Trail. Local artist Alex Smithson created the metal octopus and donated it to the trail. It's made entirely out of scrap metal and old tools. It weighs about 700 pounds. Smithson already has several pieces along the trail. The statue is sitting at the north end of West Bank Park. The artist says it has a special meaning for him.
I've been playing at West Bank Park since I was a little kid, since I moved to Great Falls, catching snakes and fishing, so it's cool to have a piece right at West Bank Park now.
The artist says he gets most of his scrap metal from garage sales. So cool.
Showers move in and out of our forecast on Thursday, but look to return on Friday. We track the timing coming up next.
Storm Tracker weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Elizabeth Copeland.
Welcome back on this Thursday evening, where we've been seeing a little cloud cover, some rain, some very windy conditions, and colder air moving in, all because of a cold front that has passed by. Now, we are left with a dry pocket right behind that front, so you have these thicker clouds really from the northeast corner all the way to the southwest, but behind that, across the front and the high line, we're actually getting some sunshine in the forecast. There might be a few clouds on the horizon, but that dry pocket of air is going to settle in for tonight. Temperatures are going to drop, but we're looking at another round of showers in the forecast tomorrow. So really all the rain we see right now is very isolated right around Cascade County, mostly in those upper elevations, those mountains like the Little and Big Belts. Otherwise, we're mostly dry tonight, and we'll see those showers and clouds continue to push off the northeast, leaving Glasgow mostly cloudy now, but we'll see that clear out through the overnight hours. So we're not done with the rain just yet. Like we said, we're going to have more of that rain in the forecast on Friday, and that's going to ramp up through Friday afternoon and evening, even some spotty showers possible as you begin your weekend. And that cold front is what brought those showers today and that cooler weather. So not only did we see rain that's now moving out, but cooler air is settling in across our area. You can spot the cold front right here. It's going to continue moving off to the east, leaving behind a colder air mass, dropping temperatures a good anywhere 15-20 degrees below where they were this time yesterday. So it's definitely noticeably colder outside. A lot more of those clouds have settled in. Temperatures have dropped as well. We're looking at 60s and 70s right where that cold front has already passed by. We're even in the 80s still, closer to Miles City, even 90 in Glendive, but shortly that cold front's going to move through there, dropping temperatures as well. But the wind is also really picked up. 50, 60 mile per hour gusts across the Rocky Mountain front, 30, 40 mile per hour gusts across the High Line. So another very windy day, especially across the northeast corner of the state, where Great Falls, even the capital city, is seeing 25, 30 mile per hour gusts. So not only is it windy, but cold, making it feel even cooler out there, especially with all that humidity left over. But that cold front's going to continue pushing out. We're actually going to be left dry and mostly clear overnight, but we are tracking another round of showers in the forecast. That becomes widespread through the early morning hours, in the afternoon hours through Friday afternoon through west central Montana, and then that pushes over, bringing widespread showers quickly to north central Montana. They linger a little longer across Friday evening in the northeast, so we aren't done with the showers just yet. We're going to see that second round again, especially Friday afternoon and evening for the north central part of the state. 65 tomorrow morning, another cooler day as well, and then 62 on Saturday. So we're still going to have that much cooler air in the forecast, even heading through Sunday. We start drying out on Sunday evening, leaving us mostly sunny. So a great dry day to end the weekend, and then that high pressure really builds in as we head through next week. Plenty of sunshine in the forecast. We are going to hold steady in the 70s and upper 60s through next week, so that warmer air is going to be here to stay through the Great Falls area after this cold front moves out and after our next disturbance moves through tomorrow. So for the capital city, 64 on Friday, showers in the forecast over the next couple of hours, and then those clear out, leaving us dry and clear overnight, and then showers return for Friday. Saturday, a few isolated showers still remain in the forecast, kind of lingering through the Saturday afternoon plans, and then Sunday, dry, great day to get outside, get out that hike. We're not going to see too much smoke in the forecast on Sunday either. 70s in the forecast next week and upper 60s as that high pressure builds in, kicking out that clouds and rain and bringing in more sunshine.
Still to come, we'll introduce you to an amazing 14-year-old who's already a national champ. Stay with us.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Competitions at all levels are beginning to take their place again on the sporting landscape.
And one Bozeman girl competed in a unique version of a Taekwondo National Championships last weekend, and MTN's John Miller tells us she did pretty well.
I'm at Cunningham Martial Arts talking to national champion Taekwondo fighter Kaylee Monforton.
She's got a lot of natural talent. She works extremely hard. She's very dedicated. What's the best way to get better at something? Practice, 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 and she always does.
The freshman at Gallatin High has been doing Taekwondo since she was 8 years old.
It's a great way to, express yourself, and it's a very, the community is very loving, and everybody is just super supportive.
This year she competed in the national championships down in Denver. However, due to COVID-19, it was a little different. She had to compete over Zoom.
It was nice because I was home. Traveling can make me anxious at times, but it was very nice because I had a whole bunch of people supporting me here.
Even over the internet, Monforton took home first place in weapons and weapons forms for the 12 to 16 age group while she was utilizing her staff.
It's weird. I've been working at it for a while, and it's almost doesn't even feel real.
She didn't just win. She was perfect and nearly perfect in both events.
If you win over the internet, you did pretty well, because there are a lot of things that it's hard for judges to see and hear.
Master Cunningham is proud of her wins, but even more for who she is as a human being.
I mean, she's a good student. She's a good person. I can throw her in, Miss Monforton, teach this. At the drop of a hat, she's okay.
Monforton is humble. Just to be able to participate and teach people her skills is a privilege.
It's a privilege to be able to work next to all of these people and to be able to show people something that I'm super passionate about.
In Bozeman, John Miller, MTN Sports.
Congratulations to her, and don't go away. We'll be right back.
Showers return to the forecast Friday afternoon and evening for north central Montana, holding steady and cooler in the 60s for the weekend. A few isolated showers possible on Saturday, but then high pressure builds in. Temperatures start warming. We'll see that sunshine and warmer air take us into later next week.
All right, we got pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin spice muffins, pumpkin spice cookies. This time of year, everything is pumpkin spice, but pumpkin spice mac and cheese, yep, it's a thing too, Tim.
Yeah, Kraft says the box of fall-flavored comfort food comes with dry macaroni noodles and a pumpkin spice-flavored powder to add to the classic cheese powder, along with cinnamon to sprinkle on top and a coffee mug. But there is a catch. You'll have to add your name to a wait list, and only 1,000 people will actually get it. Oh yeah, and it's also that list.
I guess you could just sprinkle a little pumpkin spice on your own mac and cheese at home.
I like both of those things. I just don't know if I would like them together.
You try it, you let me know how it is.
I'll try to get on the wait list. All right. That's all the time we have. See you back here at 10.